It's time for another Toypixx how-to video.
Hey Walker, you gonna show everybody how to be a Texas Ranger?
Somebody's gonna get shot.
Behold, the entirety of the 2023 collection so far. Thus is the price of having far too many Mafex figures on pre-order. Well, hello there everybody, I'm Photo Dave, this is Toypixx, and in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how I shoot action shots. Action is, well, that's where it's at really when it comes to action figure photography. That's saying action a lot. Anyway, as you know, everything you see in this video today will be in the video description below. Those will mostly be affiliate links, so if you click on those, decide to pick something up, I get a cut. I appreciate it, as does the entirety of my 2023 collection. And if you're looking to save 10%, go to Entertainment Earth, type in the code Toypixx for any in-stock item, you'll save 10%, and you'll get free shipping on orders of $59 or more. So, with all that out of the way, let's chat action here. Okay, if you're watching this video, chances are you like taking pictures of action figures because you like putting them in action, because that's where the action comes in action figures. I'm gonna stop saying action now. So, I want to take a minute here just to talk a little bit about what makes an action figure shot, at least to me, based on, what I've studied and How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. I'm telling you, that's a big time book for all kinds of applications. But the big way to show off action is diagonal movement. Any kind of diagonal you've got. In the photo that I'll be shooting today, I have the Mandalorian set up because, well, again, Season 3 just started, and he's going to be kind of the focal point. He'll be where the focus is at, but I'll have Stormtroopers in the foreground, I'll have some on the ground, and if you draw a straight line from maybe the top of the Stormtroopers to Din, you're going to see a diagonal like this. I'm also going to end up adding a laser blast and all that, which will be another diagonal. It's just things to add to action, and because of the way I set this up, everything that is moving diagonally points back to Din Djarin. The movement is right there. You see what's going on. Your eye gets drawn to Din, not just because of the focus, but because of the diagonals that I use in the shot. Now, in this shot, I'll be using a standard 18 to 55 millimeter lens because I can get right up on the action and kind of separate things out a little more. When it comes to using something like a telephoto lens, you're back quite a ways from everything, so you can take the shot, but with the exception of making things look really well focused in a shot and making it so other things aren't in focus, the shot itself is kind of flat, and it's great for posing shots, but when you want action, you don't want flat shots. Like a posing shot is just horizontals, verticals, straight up and down, and that's fine if that's what you're after, but if we're learning how to do action shots in this one, at least the way I do it, I want a lot more diagonal movement. That's why I'm moving a lens where I end up getting a lot closer to everything. So without further ado, let's show you the setup and take this bad boy. And here, for your photographing pleasure, is tonight's setup. Now, one of the big things that's important about action shots is making sure you set up as many diagonals as you can. And an added benefit, an added thing you can try and do with those, is set up the diagonals so they're all pointing to what you want people to focus on. So, you can't really see it here, but when I take the final shot, what's going to happen is the Stormtroopers are going to be a little higher in frame than Din, and the two on the ground are kind of pointing towards him. So you've got diagonals going that way, just pointing his way. If you were to do just a standing post-up shot, then things would be a little straighter, there wouldn't be as much action, but diagonals, they show action, and I learned that via How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. I always plug that book whenever I can think about it because it's really quite helpful, so there will be a link for that in the video description below. Now, so there's the whole setup. We have this light up here, kind of backlighting a little bit. We have this, it's not doing a whole lot, but I want it to add a little bit of tan light, and you can see that we are getting a little bit of that. and of course the ring light, just for the main light. So we've got the shot here, we've got it set up, we're showing action. I'm going to take the pic and we'll head to the computer. See you there. Now here's today's action shot straight out of the camera. You can see on the right hand side where we have that Incinerator Trooper, you can see where kind of the top of his head, you can draw a diagonal line from that to the top of Din's head. Same with the Stormtrooper on the left. Draw a line from his head down to Din's. You've got the Stormtrooper in the bottom left that's angling diagonally towards Din. It's very clear between the focus and the way we've set up this shot that Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, is actually the focus of this shot and what we're supposed to be paying attention to. So the diagonals, that's what you need when it comes to making action shots. There's nothing too scientific about it necessarily. There's nothing too technical. You just want to make things diagonally. Like I said before, standing shot, they just stand there. There's not a lot of diagonals. They kind of just pose. They look cool. I'm thinking Jim Lee, like when he was doing the X-Men, probably in more recent stuff too, but like they'd break in on an enemy and they just stand there for a split second, have a whole lot of word balloons, and then get to work fighting. So that's more your posing shot. This is more the fight. This is more the throwdown. This is more, okay, we tried all the negotiating, didn't work, now I'm gonna shoot ya. So that's it as far as this. Now this is the one we're looking at straight out of the camera. What I did for the end of the video is I added a laser blast, and I also added just a little bit of a filter to kind of make it so the black in this image wasn't quite so black. It lightens it up just a little bit. So I've been trying not to do a whole lot as far as photoshopping is concerned, but there's not much I can do as far as deep blacks, at least in camera with the camera I have. So there you go, folks. That's setting up and shooting an action shot. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I add action to my action figure photography. Now leave a comment below and let me know, do you think this is going to help you add action to yours? And more so, because I do like to talk about helping you guys and hopefully you being able to help me, what do you do in your photos to add action? Because I want to know. It's all cool, it's all fun, it's all stuff I want to see. Anyway, if you're digging the content, make sure and click subscribe and stick around to the end so you can see how this picture ended up looking, well, the final result at the end. I'm going to stop talking now. So until next time, everybody have fun and happy snapping. See ya.